Without foundation of Nirodha and Nibbana as the basis, it's impossible to have great compassion. They only just coming to me with delusion. I'm deluded to you, you are deluded to me, on and on. It's impossible to have great compassion for everything. There is just taking in for oneself. Otherwise, the process of the great compassion of the Mahaparami always proceeding with the samudaya of samsara, with the samudaya of samsara, purifying samsara. The process of the great compassion is always proceeding to purify samsara through for their samudaya. Instantaneously, the refinement is not clumsy, it's always spontaneous. For Luang Po, the great compassion is still at work even when he's going to toilet. Buddha taking on the vimutti for 49 days. There is no refinement for blessing. This is because they think that the Buddhas doing the same thing as them, taking on the vimutti, taking on the happiness just like them. Is there such a thing? It's impossible that the great perfection will not refining to help all beings. They have such a fixation that they just pushing and claiming the Buddhas in the same way as them. So much has done for the enlightenment. There is realization of what is truly attached, what not. Power is so much different from Mahakaruna Samabat. It's not just about vimutti, liberation for liberation, nibbana for nibbana. With samsara is the great compassion that is given for samsara. That is the difference. Proceed simultaneously to not attach to the non-attachment itself. Let it be one with the power. Form up the power to purify samsara. This is not pure, not grasping, purely extinction, purely mind. Let's proceed. Is the great compassion. towards samsara. Samsara will arouse you by themselves, and then the great compassion must be at work, because it's by not attached for the non-attachment itself, my from my itself. By this damrit, samsara will be blessed already. Regarding all of the arahants, whether they have compassion more or less, don't interfere. It's not something that you would interfere in their regards. Among the great perfections, the Mahabarami, they can have conversation among themselves. They are the joint power to purify through the extinction and the emptiness. It's not a conversation to talk within a coffee shop with over chess table. The great compassion of the Mahabarami has the suffering and the samudaya of the beings that inspire the great compassion of the great perfection. Because the great compassion of the Mahabarami will help through ending for their sufferings. Don't look out and then turn away, step away. And then you have to wait for the Mahabarami to lead you, to lead the warriors. To lead the time, to purify time, leading the way. From the Arahants to become the Maha-Arahants is because of their diligence in blessing. However, the Arahants have limitations in blessing. They cannot form up the body minds all over, unlike the bodhisattvas. But whenever there is the civilization of Satyadharma in that era, it's possible to form up body mind to come down, to link with the great blessed fortune for one another. However, the perfection must be brought down according to time, according to the beings. From the basis of not attached to the non-attachment itself, as a foundation for the form up of body and mind, there will be purification of extinction and emptiness simultaneously with seeing and knowing. That is blessing simultaneously with the form up of the gates of perceptions, body and mind. From the basis of not grasping for the non-grasping itself. From not attached to the non-attachment itself. Seeing and knowing that is formed up will help through unwinding and releasing altogether, automatically. Everything is from not attached to the non-attachment itself, not grasping for the non-grasping itself. That's it. Everything is from the foundation of not grasping for the non-grasping itself, not attached to the non-attachment itself. It's not to find the path to the enlightenment in whatever ways again. It's not about coming and going or staying. Everything is from not attached to the non-attachment itself, not grasping for the non-grasping itself. It's not about staying, going to the future. This is purifying the presence of every presence. Everything is from not attached to the non-attachment itself, then there will be the proceeding of the great compassion, possibly. If there is fixation and grasping, there is still a burden within the grasping mind. How can there be the great compassion for samsara? There is still a concern. It's still a concern with the delusive attachment, the upathan. The great compassion is from the samuttai of the beings and from the non-attachment to be melted down altogether. The great compassion has the essence of the non-attachment as a foundation. Then it is possible to be complete, help through unwinding, releasing, and ending. And that can be a complete great compassion. From no grasping for the non-grasping itself, not attached to the non-attachment itself, from uninvolved within the uninvolvement itself, from my, that is my, from my itself. From not grasping for the non-grasping itself. the great compassion that is founded by Nirodha and Nibbana, by the non-attachment. This will be succeeded for samsara thoroughly, help through ending. This is not to use the great compassion on and on in this way and that way until exhausted. Most of the time is the process of death of karma and karmic difficulties, death of gratitude among one another. That's why the great compassion has been shared among one another. It's different from the great compassion because the basis is the non-attachment. From not attached to the non-attachment itself, from no grasping for the non-grasping itself, my from my itself, from no that is not know itself, from uninvolved within the involvement itself. Therefore, the great compassion of all is the great compassion towards ending, to help samsara, to help cycle of becoming only. The rest is just the form of karma and karmic difficulties. The compassion in this way and that way, because of death of karma and death of gratitude, they are sharing compassion back and forth among one another because of these deaths. But it's not yet great compassion because there is not yet ending. Because there is condition of death of karma, death of gratitude on and on, back and forth. The great compassion has the foundation of Nirodha and Nibbana. That is from no grasping for the non-grasping itself, not attached to the non-attachment itself, uninvolved within the involvement itself. It's from let go of the letting go itself, discard the discarding itself. Therefore, it follows in such essence. Help through ending, help through ceasing. Help through ending, and then from there, help through ending further on. This is the great compassion that gives flowers and fruits in the same way. Ending, help through ending, and help through ending further and further. From not grasping for the non-grasping itself to be proceeded simultaneously with everything, there will be helping through unwinding altogether automatically. Let's proceed simultaneously with everything. Let's purify like this. It's automatic anyway. Is from not grasping for the non-grasping itself as a foundation for everything, purifying everything with this foundation, helping through unwinding and releasing for everything with this foundation. No matter which position that you are in, is by this foundation of no grasping for the non-grasping itself, my from my itself, not attached to the non-attachment itself. It purifies. There is purification in every assume up, in every position. The Anupab, the mighty force will be there to purify in every position, in every living, staying. Otherwise, the dwelling within the mind will drown in itself. So, use your thoughts, reminding yourself with the essence, no grasping for the non-grasping itself. Let's purify the drowning mind, the drowning state. No grasping for the non-grasping itself is even beyond the state that doesn't grasp for itself. The mind that doesn't grasp for itself is beyond this.